Good evening, everybody. Julie here, and welcome to tonight's video. We tonight will be again going into the Presidents of the United States. This is a book I got at Ollie's, written by Jody Shepard. It just gives a little clip snippet outline of the presidents, and we're doing a president a day. And then I get a trusty small piece of paper where I don't make the videos too long to finish out the video. I do this because I'm really interested in history and these great men who helped run our nation. So they're each one complex. Most of them are very educated, just very smart. And even our founding fathers, a lot of people nowadays, you're hearing them say, "Oh, those people back then didn't know anything. They were dumb." Well, let me tell you, our founding fathers were very intelligent men. They formed this nation. Many of them spoke multiple languages. They were very smart, and they built us a good foundation. So let's get started with our 31st President of the United States, Herbert Hoover. He was born August 10th, 1874 in Iowa, and he served from 1929 to 1933. His vice president was Charles Curtis. His wife's name was Lou, and they had 2 children together, and he died in 1964. Did you know the Hoover Dam was named after the president and was the tallest dam in the world in 1935? Also, Hoover was the first president to have a phone on his desk in the Oval Office, and I'll show you a picture in just a minute of what it looked like. Herbert Hoover became president after many years of helping people in the world. During World War I, he'd been in charge of getting food and supplies to people trapped by fighting in the country of Belgium. After World War I and later after World War II, he continued his work to send food and help to those who needed it. He was a hero to many. But Hoover was president during a difficult time in the United States called the Great Depression. Millions of Americans lost their jobs, homes, and savings. They needed help from their government, but no one was sure about the best way for the government to help. The things Hoover tried did not work, and he continued his life of public service after he left president. And that is Herbert Hoover, the Hoover Dam there, and the telephone, what it used to look like. So let's go to my trusty piece of paper. Herbert Hoover was educated at George Fox University and Stanford University. And before the president, he was a successful mining engineer and humanitarian, leading wartime relief efforts in Belgium and the U.S. Food Administration. He served as Secretary of Commerce under Presidents Harding and Coolidge, focusing on economic development and efficiency. His presidency was defined by the Great Depression, which he implemented some measures to address the crisis. His policies were criticized as insufficient and ineffective, leading to a widespread hardship. After leaving office, he continued to be involved in public service. The stock market crashed in 1829, and this was known as Black Tuesday. He spoke Chinese to his wife, Lou Henry Hoover. They would converse in Chinese to ensure their conversations were private. Herbert was fluent in Mandarin. He was influential in the development of air travel and radio. He met his wife, Lou, at college. He was working overseas in engineering, and when he got a promotion, he cabled her and asked her to marry him, and they remained married until Lou's death. He came from humble meanings. I mean, his parents died when he was young, so he went to live with one uncle, and then later on he was sent to live with another uncle who was kind of strict on him, and he just felt kind of unloved. But he was a self-made man. He went into engineering. He made lots of money. He was just always trying to help people. It's unfortunate that the Depression happened, because I think that he had a good heart and good intentions as president, but no one ever plans on something like that happening. So, you know, one of the reasons that he spoke Chinese a lot is that was one of the places they traveled a lot. They were overseas a lot. His mining businesses were really flourishing overseas, and they were in London, they were in China. So that's where he learned to speak Chinese. Um, he was just very, very effective in his engineering and his humanitarian thing. Unfortunately, his presidency was marred by the Great Depression. But that's it. That's a little bit about Herbert Hoover. I hope that you'll learn something new today. And I really want to thank you for taking time to watch the video. I really appreciate it. This has been great fun and learning about these great men, things that I did not know. I knew who some of them were. There was a couple of them I was like, oh, I don't remember him. And I learned a lot because they're so, they know so much. And I challenge each and every one of you, if you are interested, to just go to Google and Google them. And there's so much I could have written, so much more on these, but I wanted to keep the videos fairly short. So that's it. That's the video for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that help get the videos out there. And I really appreciate it. And also don't forget, I put everything in playlists where everything's easy to find. Don't forget, we're reading the Bible in a year in chronological order with the Bible recap as the guide. So don't forget to check that out, because we have it in the live playlist now, so you'll be able to find all the different ones easily. So again, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.